A pleasant morning, pupils. So we are now on weeks 5 to 7 and our lesson for today is details in short stories or poems. Are you familiar with short stories or poems? You have possibly read and listened to different stories and poems, such as fairy tales and other bedtime stories. These stories and poems tell us what the characters feel and do. They may also teach us important lessons in life. So by reading or listening carefully to stories and poems, you are able to determine the important details pertaining to the given topic, characters, settings, and other events. By knowing these details, you are able to answer questions as related to the given stories or poem. So after listening to short stories and poems, you are expected to number 1, note important details pertaining to character, settings, and events. Number 2, give the correct sequence of 3 events. Number 3, infer the characters' feelings and traits. Number 4, identify cause and effect or effect of events. Number 5, identify the speaker in the story or poem. Number 6, predict possible ending of a story of wit. Number 7, relating story events to one's experience. Number 8, discuss, illustrate, and dramatize specific event. Number 9, identify the problem and solution. Number 10, retell a story listened to. And last one, ask simple questions about the text listened to. Have you received a gift before? So let's read the story below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardians to read it for you. The title of the story is The New Toys. Jay and Joy have new toys. Jay has a new toy car. It is small but shiny. Meanwhile, Joy has a new doll. It is big and beautiful. Their Tita May gave this gift to them during their birthday. She hid them behind the table to surprise them. They hurriedly looked for the hidden gifts. When they saw them, they immediately opened them. They jumped for joy when they saw their new toys. They were just what they wished for. They thanked and kissed their tita. They loved their new toys. So, let's answer the questions below. Who received gifts during their birthday? Who gave them the gifts? Where did she hide the gifts? What gifts did they receive? What did they do when they found the gifts? Let's answer the Learning Task 1 in our module. Read the poem below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. Then arrange the given events in their correct order or sequence. Do it in your notebook. The poem title, At the Zoo. I went to the zoo with my cousin and friends. First, we saw a deer with its long antlers. Then, we saw a giraffe with towering neck and long legs. Then we saw a monkey jumping from tree to tree, and then an elephant with ears waving at me. Then a crocodile with long tail and sharp teeth. Then a bear as white as milk. Then a zebra with stripes from head to feet. And then a big lion sleeping it dance. It was a wonderful and amazing day at the zoo. Look at the pictures below. Using the poem that you have just read or listened to, tell which animal the characters first saw. Write letter A for the first animal, B for the second, and so on. So do it in your English notebook. Number 1, we have monkey. Number 2, we have deer. Number 3, elephant. Number 4, bear. Number 5, crocodile. Number 6, giraffe. 7, lion. 8, zebra. Which animal is the characters first saw? Understanding short stories and or poems. Short stories and poems are important sources of life lessons. As a young child, you are expected to read and listen to different stories and poems appropriate to your age or level. After reading or listening to them, it is necessary that you are able to understand the meaning and details. One of the ways to show that you understand the story or poem that you have read is by noting details. You can note important details by describing the characters, the setting, when and where the story happened, and the events. Sequencing events is also a good way to show that you have understood the story of the poem. You may rearrange the events by identifying which one occurs first and which one is the second, and so on. Inferring the feelings and characteristics of the characters is also an example of showing understanding of the poem or story. Through this, you are able to determine the feelings of the characters in a story or poem. You will know if the characters are happy, afraid, or sad. Another way of showing understanding of what we have read or listened to are by identifying the cause and effect and determining the problem and solution. Also, dramatizing and predicting the possible ending are some of the best way to show how well one understands a poem or story. You can make prediction by guessing what will happen next. In Learning Task 2, we will read the story below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you, then answer the questions that follow. Do this in your English notebook. Title of the story is Spotty and Furry. There was an animal shelter in our barangay. It took care of different animals, including cats and dogs. But due to lack of financial support, it decided to close or shut down. Many animals would be affected by this. So my family decided to adopt a puppy and a kitten. They were really cute and calm. They did not have names yet. I wanted to give them nice names. Wilson, my brother, asked me, "What names will you give them?" "I will give them names that best describe their characteristic," I replied. The puppy has a black spot in its body, so I named it Spotty. The kitten has white long fur, so I called it Furry. I was so happy with the names I gave them. I will love and take care of them. They have finally found their new home. So let's answer the questions for this learning task 2. Number one question is about identifying the cause and effect. What is the reason why the animal shelter shut down? A. Overcrowded shelter. B. Lack of funds. C. Destroyed buildings. Number two questions is about identifying the problems and solutions. What did the family do to save some animals? A. Adopted a puppy and a kitten. B. Gave donations to the shelter. C. Bought a puppy and a kitten. Number three question is about noting details. What animals did they adopt? A. Kitten and a puppy. B. A rabbit and a kitten. C. A puppy and a bird. Number 4 questions is about noting details again. What characteristic does the kitten have? A. Have black spots in its body. B. Has white long fur. C. Loves to eat. Number 5 question is noting details again. What characteristic does the puppy have? A. Has black spots in its body. B. Has white long fur. C. Loves to eat. 6. Noting details again. Who is the speaker's brother? A. Spotty. B. Wilson. C. Furry. Number 7. What is the name of the puppy? A. Spotty. B. Wilson. C. Furry. 8. What is the name of the kitten? A. Spotty. B. Wilson. C. Furry. Number 9. Identifying the speaker. Who is the speaker in the story? A. I. B. Spotty. C. Wilson. And last question is about inferring feelings and traits the speaker feel after adopting and naming the puppy and the kitten. A. Sad. B. Afraid. C. Happy. So for our last learning task for this week 5 to 7, let us read the stories below. You may also listen to them by asking your parents or guardian to read them for you. Then identify what will happen next in each situation as shown by the illustrations. Write the letter of your answer in your English notebook. Number 1. Jason has a dog named Bantay. One rainy day, it got all muddy. Jason decided not to let Bantay in as it might make the house dirty. What would you think happened next? A. Jason will play with his Bantay or dog. B. Bantay take a bath before entering the house. Or C. Jason will give food to Bantay. Number 2. Paula was working on her assignment. When she finished it, her mother had already prepared their food for dinner. Her mother called her after. What do you think happened next? A. Paula and her mother played volleyball. B. Paula washes the dishes with her mother. Or C. Paula and her family eats together.